Hey guys, it's Jan Sharte and I'm back again with another video. So today's video is going to be about a super important topic, especially if you have a business that serves customers. Today's topic is going to be all about customer service, why it's so important, and really what it means to provide good customer service. So if you are interested, stay tuned. Welcome to my channel where we talk about boutiques, e-commerce, business, and all things making money online. Okay, so first things first, if I sound crazy or like stuffy, it's because I'm sick. I don't know what the heck is going on. Anywho, so I want to tell y'all where I got the idea for this video from. So I actually received this message or a comment underneath one of my posts on my boutique's Instagram account. And just to give you some context, so occasionally throughout the year I sell what are called mystery boxes, and basically what that means is that the customer chooses their size, but we choose the items that they're going to get in their order. So they get a certain quantity of products. It's going to be a complete surprise, but it will all be in their size. Now, this product has a very well thought out and detailed description on the page. And we also make it a point to say like, who is the mystery box best for? And it literally says like, the mystery box is best for like lovers of Brazen Boutique, people who've shopped with us for, you know, an extended amount of time, who trust the quality of our products and who would, you know, be okay with getting a box full of surprises. So long story short, this customer buys a mystery box and apparently it was her first order ever, and she was just completely disappointed in what she got in her box because she watched a reel that I shared on our Instagram, and I basically was sharing like some of the things that went into some of the other customers' mystery boxes. So it's kind of like she was under the impression that she would have gotten something else or maybe something specific based off of what she saw in the reel, even though I said like, this is a mystery, it's different. So that's that. So the reason that I want to make this video is because I know that a lot of people would have had a ton of different responses to a comment like this, especially based on the words and how she chose to say things. Like, big pet peeve for me is grouping all Black businesses together, or like feeling a need to call out Black business owners and things like that. Like, I don't like that. And yeah, so I know that not everybody is, you know, super calm or patient and things like that. And in all honesty, there would have been a lot of people who would have responded to this super negatively, or they would have deleted the comment altogether, or whatever the case may be. So before I go any further, I do want to show you how I responded to her initial comment, which I'll just post up here for you guys to see. So as you can see, I responded, you know, apologetically and said, you know, we don't want you to be unhappy. Send us a DM. We'll give you a store credit. So one thing I want you to notice here is that this is a customer who wanted something from my brand and she received it. She's not saying the quality of the merchandise is bad or anything like that, but more so that she's just unhappy with what she received. So there is a difference between a angry and like nasty, this is kind of nasty, but like there's a difference between an unhappy customer and a customer who's been like utterly disrespectful. Let me say that. There's a difference between an unhappy customer and an utterly disrespectful customer. Now, if she had come to me like, you know, cursing or like, this woman took my money, da 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 da, this may have went a different way. However, because I come from retail and because I've worked in a ton of retail situations and have dealt with literally thousands of customers in my lifetime, I understand and can distinguish the difference between an unhappy customer who will be okay if you fix it, no matter how you choose to fix it, and a completely disrespectful customer who just needs to be dealt with and, you know, blocked or whatever. So I responded, I told her to send us a DM, and she did that. I sent her a return label. It was prepaid. We paid for the return label. And once we received her item back, or her order back, we issued her a store credit. So Pause there for a second. So I didn't say, oh my God, I hate that you were unhappy, I'm gonna give you your money back. No, because this business needs to continue to move forward. And again, I was able to distinguish that this isn't a case of her not wanting product from my brand. This is a case of her not being happy with the product she received. So before I go out on a limb and I'm like, hey, I'll give you your money back, especially if what was stated to me wasn't that they wanted their money back, my first instinct is going to be to offer them a store credit. So I did send her a message, or I responded to her message, sent her the return label. She shipped the merchandise back. We issued her the store credit the exact same day that we received the item back. And then she came back to her initial response, because I did not delete it, and she responded with this. So as you can see, she came back, even though she was upset, and she wanted to clarify that we provided good customer service to her and that she will continue to shop with us. So one thing I want you guys to know about my business, because I can't say that every business is the same, and obviously not every business owner is the same, but I am an advocate for fixing a thing if a thing can be fixed. As a brand, I understand that it is so much easier to lose a customer than it is to gain a customer. You will lose a customer 3 times as easy or quick as you will gain one. So I also always remember that I don't know who these people are. I don't know who they're connected to. I don't know what kind of power they have per se. I don't know. And not to say that the customer is always right, because I am not one of those people. I don't believe that the customer is always right. What I do know is that my business pays my bills, that my business pays other people's bills, that my business provides jobs for other people. I am not going to allow a potential customer to, cause complete chaos all over my page and potentially cause a large number of people to see that they receive negative customer service, and then to, cause them to not want to shop with me. I'm not going to do that. And on top of that, as I mentioned, I did not delete her comment, because I would much rather the public see me openly, honestly, and publicly respond to criticism than to potentially see it happen, but also see it disappear. Now it's sketchy. It's like, oh, wait a minute. We saw that someone was unhappy. We saw that someone had something negative to say, and instead of you responding, whether it be good or bad response, instead of you responding, you acted like it didn't happen. Absolutely not. So another lesson that I've learned as it pertains to customer service is that people want to be heard. So yeah, she got her comment off, but like when you delete someone's comment, essentially you're saying, I don't care. I don't care how you feel. I don't care what you have to say. I think it was wrong of you to comment here, whatever the case may be. Like, y'all gotta remember, the internet is a free space for people to do whatever they want, and unfortunately people take advantage of it. It happens. I always remember that this is a human being on the other side of the situation, and not that I would have went about it the same way, but if I was unhappy with a product or an order that I received and I didn't want what I received, I would go talk to somebody about it. I would send a message or whatever. And also, if I send an email or, send the private message and all that good stuff and I don't get a response, you best believe I'm coming to your comments too. So I always just take a second to put myself in the customer's shoes and remind myself that not that I would do it this exact same way, but if it were me, I would be upset potentially. So when it comes to providing good customer service, what does that look like? Good customer service means a ton of different things to a ton of different people. I truly believe that providing good customer service is really about you being a problem solver. And that means that when your customers, and I'm saying customers, not your Instagram followers, not some random girl who just started commenting on your post or criticizing your brand and so on and so forth. Not those people. People who have given you their money already. Problem solving their problems. An element of business that's really important to know is customer retention and also customer lifetime value. So we often have the mindset that once a customer is unhappy, they will never be a customer again. But really, if an unhappy customer can be turned back into a happy customer, they spend more money, they stick around. Because a person is much more likely to want to continue to support a brand that they know they can rely on to fix their issues, versus starting over fresh with a brand new brand and having that like state of apprehension or, you know, just the unknown. So I always remember that customer lifetime value is very important, because the largest portion of your revenue is going to come from returning customers, not first-time customers. A lot of brands have like one-time customers that spend, you know, $25 here, $50 there. Depending on what you sell, that's something that you can control. So for example, I sell clothing. We're cycling new things in and out over and over again, which means that I am able to continue to market to those people and potentially get them to come back, versus someone who sells, I don't know, something that's gonna like last you a very long time. Their customer lifetime value is probably gonna be a little bit lesser depending on the pricing of whatever they sell. So I always remember that I want my customers' lifetime value to increase. I want it to grow, and I want it to grow fast. I want it to grow as quickly as possible. So another thing that I've realized is that even in the cases where a customer was upset or whatever the case may be, as long as we fixed it, they always came back. I had an instance probably about a year ago where a customer bought 2 legging sets from me, and she wore one of them. She said the first one was perfect, but then she said for whatever reason, super odd to me, I'd never had anyone say this had happened, but she said she put the second one on, she went out in public, and apparently she had like 3 holes in the butt area of these leggings. Like, it was, I could see like 1 hole maybe being in the seam, but like 3 holes just being like sporadically placed in the butt area. Sounded kind of crazy to me. However, my job is not to question her movement that day. I'm not gonna be like, well, did you get caught on something? Did you do this? Not my job. My job is to fix it if it can be fixed as a brand. So although I was questioning it in my brain as a human being, as a brand owner, my response is, oh my gosh, I'm gonna say her name is Brittany. Oh my God, Brittany, I am so sorry that happened to you. I cannot imagine the, you know, embarrassment that you may have felt. I wanna make sure that we get this fixed for you. Go ahead and get rid of that legging set. We're gonna go ahead and ship you another one out, and I will personally make sure that this one does not have any damages before we put it into the poly mailer, period. So we ended up refunding her, because technically, you know, even if we did in fact ship it to her that way, that is a us problem. And unfortunately, I can't clarify or confirm whether or not it was shipped that way. Can't. So fix that part first and foremost, fix the error. Here's a refund. Before I go too far, this is what I'm thinking about when I choose to give someone a refund. How much did that product cost me? That product cost me $8.25. I am not about to let $8.25 ruin my day. I'm not gonna do that. Here's your money back, because let's say I sold it for $25, $29 or whatever. Here's your $29 back. So sorry that happened to you. We're gonna ship you another one on me. Again, $8.25. And let's say the shipping is like $6.75. I don't know, just throwing random numbers out there. So that's what we did. Refunded, shipped her another one. We actually did not have the color that she wanted anymore in stock, so I just let her know what colors we did and told her she could choose from those. She chose a different color. We shipped it out. It got to her super quickly. And guess what happened? Literally the very next day after she got that replacement one delivered to her, she was back buying new products, and she spent twice as much as she did the previous time. Why? Because we fixed her issue. We weren't blaming her, we weren't questioning her, we weren't going back and forth. It was like, you have an issue, got it, we fixed it, done, moves on with my day. So as a business owner, especially when you're in the state or the role of all of these different areas of your business, you're the content creator, you're the social media manager, you're the marketer, you are the customer service rep, so on and so forth. When you are in all of those chairs or hats, you have to have processes for all of those areas of your business. So when it comes to customer service, you have to clarify for yourself what is called like an SOP, which is a standard operating procedure. You want to clarify for yourself, what do you do if blank happens? So that when or if blank happens, You don't find yourself going back and forth with a random customer in your comments or in your DMs. You have already set a standard for how you will respond no matter how you feel about it. So what I find from, just talking to all of my students and my friends who own e-commerce brands and things like that is that as new business owners, and especially when we don't know any better, we come from the angle of emotion way too often. Everything is emotion, and especially when it has something to do with our money, whether it be money that we've spent or money that we made, we get very emotional about it. But we have to remember that we're humans, they're humans, you're a brand owner, they are not. You have some control in that situation, and your control is going to potentially impact whether or not they continue to shop with you. It's going to potentially impact whether or not they recommend your brand to someone else. It's going to potentially impact how they choose to word their review when they get that review email, or if they go to Google and decide they want to write a Google review. Like, that's going to impact all of that, what you choose to do in this situation. So when it comes to providing good customer service, again, it looks different for every business. I want you guys to sit down and clarify, like write out a list of all the bad things that could potentially happen, or all the bad things that a customer could potentially say about your brand, or about the order that they receive. Like, for example, missing packages, stolen packages, damaged products, wrong color, wrong size, so on and so forth. Write it all down, and then think about what your response is going to be, and it should be the same across the board. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts, guys, honestly. So y'all probably don't want to hear that. I'm sure y'all gonna be in the comments like, I can't believe she talked to you like that. I just remember that she ain't talking to me like that because she don't even know who I am on the other side of the situation. Because Jance, honestly, like, this is the funny part, y'all. Jance, as a person, has her own page, her own everything, right? And my brand has its own personality. We're not gonna go too deeply into branding here, but my brand has its own personality. Jance has her own. If I felt like it that day, I could have, as Jance went over there and commented and said, what is wrong with you? Why would you group all Black businesses in together like that? Because no. But as a brand, oh my gosh, I am so sorry that you are disappointed in your orders. Send us a DM and we'll see what we can do. If it helps, guys, go and look at the comments underneath a big brand's Instagram post. For example, I look at Old Navy all day, every day. Like, I'm like very engrossed in that business. It's kind of saddening, but you will literally see the number of complaints that these big businesses get. Look at how they respond. And I don't want to hear the, well, I'm a small business, I don't have much money, I don't want to hear it. And the reason I don't want to hear it is because you are actually protecting your business by fixing customer issues versus making them a big public spectacle for everybody to see. No one needs to see you going back and forth with a stranger. They need to see this business was so professional. They were very respectful, even when or if this person was a little nice nasty, Also, I'm very nice nasty. Not very, but I can be nice nasty. I'm very good. My PR degree has like trained me to like respond to things in like a very nice but sometimes nasty way. Not to say that's okay. That's not what I'm saying. But anyway, so yeah, fix the issues, guys. Honestly, truly. So I'm gonna stop rambling here. Let me know in the comments, how would you have responded to that? If you had gotten that underneath one of your posts, how would you have responded? Let me know in the comments. I can't wait to read. I can't wait to kiki with y'all. If y'all have any questions about anything, let me know. And as always, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.